What's up, Endurifiers? This is Mario, and I'm back with another episode of Endurify. And I was just looking at my episode from yesterday, and I saw that it was a pretty short one. And I know a lot of these episodes are pretty short. They're anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. But then when I was reviewing it, I saw that it was only 5 seconds long. And I thought that there was a bug with the app that I use to record the podcast and publish them. And so I was like, there's no way this is only 5 seconds. I know I recorded at least, 8 or 9 minutes of it last night. And I go and I push play. And sure enough, I get, "What's up, everybody? This is Mario, and I'm back with another episode of Endura," and it ends. And that's literally what I published yesterday. So that's kind of funny. But as I'm thinking back on it, I do actually remember, I think I either got a phone call or an alarm went off when I was recording it on my phone. And I just I swiped it away and then I kept going. And it turns out that actually stopped my recording. And I was talking into my phone like I always do, and it didn't actually record any of it. So I literally posted a podcast episode of 5 seconds yesterday. So guess what I get to do today? I get to re-record it. And so I just think that that's kind of hilarious that actually happened and that I didn't notice it until today. But I'm going to show up today. I'm going to, try and capture what I was inspired by yesterday, and I'm going to bring it. So basically what I wanted to talk about yesterday is just to set this up as I'm, coaching one of my clients and helping him prepare for Half Ironman Steelhead, which is on June 27th. So we're about less than 3 weeks away. And this is his second Half Ironman that he's training for. He's been putting in the work. He's been showing up, but he had a really hard run yesterday. It's been super hot, super humid in Iowa. Lately, he's training in Wisconsin, and it's the exact same. It's super hot, super humid. So he went for a run, and he's supposed to go on a longer run, and about 2 or 3 miles into it, just the heat and the humidity, just really slow him down to the point where he has to walk. And this has happened to, it's happened to me before. It's happened to a lot of people that I'm a part of a lot of Facebook groups, and people are really impacted by this right now. And it was kind of so bad to where it got to the point where as he was walking, he's just like got these brutal kind of rough thoughts where it's like, if I can't even do this long run and I can't, and I'm walking, how am I going to be able to do this on race day? And is this even worth it? Right? Where your mind just starts to spiral and go into these worst case scenarios. And you just start to get into this really negative loop. And so one of the first things that I did is that I asked him, hey, thanks for sharing that with me, but can you just remind me, why are you doing this in the first place? So we talked through his why, and it's something that we had talked about. We did the 7 levels deep exercise in the previous week, and it's something that he was really kind of positively impacted and really helped him. But the next question that I asked him was, if somebody else was going through the same thing that you were, what advice would you give to them? Which is a really powerful question. It's a really good way to have somebody coach themselves through a situation without really realizing it. And so he came up with 3 really good responses that I wanted to share with you today. So, if you are training for something like a half Ironman, a full Ironman, some sort of big endurance event, or, you're going through a big project and you have a hard day or you have a rough day, this is some advice that might help you. So the first thing that he said that he would tell somebody else is he would tell them that it's just one run. So when you think about some of these bigger events and how you're going to be training for 12 to 16 to 20 weeks potentially for a half Ironman. And you think about that's 6 workouts a week. that there's just going to be so many opportunities for you there's just so many opportunities for workouts. And inevitably, over a long enough period, you're going to have a workout where things don't go as well as you would like, where things are harder than, you would like them to be. And so it's just inevitable that you're going to have at least one bad workout. But if you look at it over a long enough time period where, yeah, maybe your last run was brutal and it was horrible. If you look back on how have your runs been over the past week? How have they been over the past 2 weeks? How have they been over the past 3 weeks? The past month, the past 2 months. As long as you get that broader perspective, your mindset will shift. And so we get in trouble a lot when we just focus on what is recently gone wrong. But if you have that mindset of it's just one run and try and zoom out a little bit and look at your runs overall, you'll likely notice that things aren't going as bad as you think that they might be in that given moment. So that's the first thing that he said that he would tell somebody else is it's just one run. The next thing that he said that he would tell somebody else is this is just one part of the race. So think about it as triathletes, right? We swim, we bike, we run. And this is the type of he's the type of athlete where he's actually a pretty confident swimmer, confident in his bike, and the run is just where it's really tough for him. This is where it gets really challenging. So, a lot of the negative thoughts right now are focused on that run. But if you make it a little bit, if you try and open up your mind a little bit and focus on the whole triathlon, focus on the swimming, the biking, the running, then he's going to feel more confident because his swimming has been really consistent. He's been hitting his distances. Biking, he's pretty confident in his ability to do that. So when you just, again, kind of try and have a little bit more broad perspective, then that is going to help you feel more confident. So that's the second thing that he said that he would tell somebody else. And then the third thing is this. He said that he would tell somebody else, you have another opportunity in your next run. When is that? And so for him, he was telling himself, he's like, you know what? You have another opportunity on Friday. And so this rough run happened on a Monday. We were talking on Monday night, and he's already thinking ahead. He's like, you know what? I've got another opportunity on Friday. So, kind of trying to move on from that one bad run and moving forward to that next opportunity and just asking yourself, what have I learned? How can I move forward? And what can I do to be a little bit better next time? So those are just kind of 3 things that he recommended that he would give some advice to somebody else who was going through the same situation. And after going through those 3 things, I think he felt a lot more confident in himself. He felt a lot more comfortable with his ability leading up to race day. And I think it was something that actually really helped him. So I wanted to share that with you today. If you've ever, maybe recently you've gone through and had a really hard workout. So, these 3 things, it's just one run. Number 2, this is just one part of the race. And number 3, you have another opportunity on Friday or whenever your next run is. So that is kind of what I have for today. Hopefully this isn't something that you need right now, but for a lot of people, this is exactly what they need right now. It's getting hotter. It's getting more humid. Things are getting more challenging, and it's just inevitable that at a certain point, you're going to have a challenging workout. And just like anything in life, it isn't about what happens to us in life. It's just all about how do we respond to it. So these are just 3 things that I think you can apply the next time that you have a hard run or a hard workout to help give you a little bit more of a broad mindset shift and help you be a little bit more positive. So that's what I have for today. I hope that whole thing recorded. We're going to find out, but I hope you all have an awesome day.